It's July 29, 2024, and today finds me in Christchurch, New Zealand, with my good buddy Pedro Dennison.
How you doing, team?
My host, and we're up on a hill in Christchurch. So this is the the southeast of Christchurch?
Yeah, just up in the Port Hills.
So, and Pedro and I tomorrow are going to start embarking on a road trip down to Queenstown.
We are indeed.
What's we got here, Pedro?
This is called Sign of the Takahi, and it's an old Scottish castle that was built many years ago. Not sure how many, but yeah, it's pretty cool. They have weddings and things like that here.
It's pretty impressive. And just to give you an idea, we're up, well, I don't know how many feet above sea level at the moment, but there's a fine view through the range there. So we've come up a few hundred metres from the church, and this is on the other side. What a view, Pedro.
Yeah, this is Littleton Harbour. It's an awesome spot for boating and stuff.
Yeah, what a view. Just about 8 or 9 minutes drive from Pedro's house. Okay, that last scene was taken from up there. We've driven around Littleton Harbour on a peach of a winter's day, Pedro.
It is. And as you go around, there's Governor's Bay, Quail Island in the middle there, and then across the other side is Diamond Harbour.
Yeah, that's an island there, by the way, and they used to put the lepers there back in the day. It's an extinct volcano. Littleton Harbour is. The markets in Littleton are all go on a Saturday morning. It's facing east out into the Pacific Ocean here at Littleton. Back in central Christchurch, and we're in the Lygon Street inspired Riverside Market.
That's the one.
So we're here on the strip on the Avon River, and it proliferates with bars and restaurants. It's pretty cool. This is the aforementioned Avon River, which runs right through the middle of Christchurch.
So, hey team, we're here at the strip, and this was all after the earthquakes. All the buildings around here had to be pulled down because they were unsafe.
2011.
Yeah. So they built these all brand new. Some entrepreneurs from here in Christchurch with shit tons of money went over to Melbourne to see how it was done properly, and that's why they created it to be like Melbourne, and that's what you get now is all brand new.
Time for a Christchurch bacon burger, Pedro.
Yeah, bro.
That was one tasty burger. This is one big mural on the side of this market building. Outstanding. New Brighton Beach, Christchurch. And that's looking south to Sumner, which I'm told by Pedro is highly sought after real estate. All right, we're on the road, Pedro, my old mate. We left Christchurch at 7 a.m. this morning. Where are we now, dude?
We came down to Geraldine, and we're here having breakfast at the moment.
We came the back road around the back there.
Yeah, we came in there, around the back roads, straight roads, and into there, just to miss out all the State Highway 1 stuff.
Yeah, there's all the traffic lights all in around Ashburton.
And after breakfast, we will leave here, go through Fairley, and get ourselves to Lake Tekapo, which is stunning.
All right, we'll go from there. Well, it's all our way down to Queenstown.
Which is way down here.
Yeah. And this is Barker's in Geraldine. This is Pedro's favourite spot to stop for breakfast on his way down to Queenstown and places further south. Main drag, Geraldine, on a Sunday morning in June. About 20 kilometres to the west of Geraldine. We've been having a good view of the Alps actually for a few k's now. So normally there's a bit more coverage on these Alps, Pedro, than what they've got at the moment.
Yes, it's been sparse. It'll only take one front to come through it.
Yeah. We're not far from Tekapo. There's a lot more coverage on these mountains out here, that's for sure. Lake Tekapo, New Zealand. Just looking across to Tekapo town. This monument's a tribute to the collie dogs that helped work the area back in the day. Pukaki Lake, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, look at it. You were saying no one's allowed to put a boat on this lake.
No.
Through that gap is Mount Cook, which is New Zealand's highest peak. It's shrouded in cloud this morning. It's about 11:30 in the morning. The Clay Cliffs, Pedro, we're about, what, 50, 60 k's further on from where we were our last stop.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I've never been here before. But my first thought as I look at these, being from Christchurch and what we went through 13 years ago, is that if there was a little shake, a lot of this would come down and, well, you'll probably never see this video.
it's one way to put it.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Back on the highway, and that's the Clay Cliffs from the highway, but we've come about 30 k's around just to get back to that spot again, or equal. Just coming into Cromwell. And we've been following Lake Dunstan for a while. It's the original AJ Hackett bungee in there.
They are doing.
Are they jumping today? Well, I'm under the AJ Hackett Bridge. Well, I'm under the bungee bridge at the AJ Hackett Bungee Centre at the Carrowell Gorge. This is the Carrow River. On a dirty day, as in it's raining, it's been raining all night. Not my idea of fun. Well, it's the weather hasn't played the game for us today, but I've had a pretty lucky run in New Zealand. Had a good run down here yesterday. This is Wanakee, and that's Mount Iron, and we've missed all the visas on the way in because they're just covered in cloud.
Wanaka.
What did I say?
Wanakee.
Yeah, right, okay. Wanaka.
That's all right.
I apologise.
That's all right.
So I've just driven through Wanaka, and this is the lake of. Beautiful area, but it's just a pity today I won't keep commenting about how we can't see anything. It's a pretty big peak there, Pedro.
That's it. That's Cadrona. This is the access road up here on the right.
Cadrona.
So Cadrona ski field is up there.
Yeah, okay. That's a bra fence. Lots and lots of bras. And the Cardrona Whiskey Distillery. Cardrona. I've never been so bad with my pronunciations in any one of my travels anywhere in the world. They're not hard names, really. You just got to concentrate a bit. Pedro, why don't we repair to this convivial inn?
Indeed, mate.
Be on the side, here you go.
So there's a bit of accommodation out the back there, Pedro.
Yes, indeed. And Cadrona Hotel probably is my favourite pub in this country. Not that I've been to them all, but the ones I have, it's brilliant.
The Cardrona Hotel is one of New Zealand's oldest. It was opened in 1863, and it's situated on the spectacular Crown Range Road. And unfortunately, we've been robbed today of the view of the snow-coloured Alps. But that's okay. Can't control these things. And of course, we're in central Otago. Forgot to mention that bit. Otago being the what do you call it? The region.
Yeah, Otago is the region. Yeah. This is us entering the Crown Range from Cadrona, going across to Arrowtown.
Beautiful, Pedro.
Yeah, she's stunning, eh?
Climbing up into the sky, Pedro.
Indeed we are. Not far away from the top now.
What are they doing over there, Pedro?
Oh, just a bit of snowboarding, mate. Do it anywhere, eh, these days?
Crikey, got to be bloody keen around here today. Oh, here we go. What's going on here?
Oh, this is the peak.
Oh, okay.
But there's... You don't want to get out and throw a bit of snow, do you?
Not particularly. Done plenty of that in Europe back in the day. Not when there's a convivial pub to be frequented. Frequented even. Ooh, there is a bit of a drop down there, Pedro.
Yes, indeed.
Normally that's the view to Queenstown through to the lake. Not today. That's the Queenstown runway down there, the airport of, and we're staying right near there. Back down onto the valley floor, and we're in Arrowtown. Quite an old gold mining region according to Mine Host. Very pretty, Pedro.
Yes, this is Arrowtown at its finest. An old gold mining town.
Norlands Hotel. I think we should duck in there for a quaddie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It'd be rude not to, Pedro.
We're not rude people.
Well, Pedro and I have repaired here to the New Orleans Hotel on the main drag in Arrowtown. We've had a great day. We've been a bit disappointed, obviously, with the cloud cover. We've got to see a little bit, but just give me enough of a taste to come back and do it all again. We've got tomorrow, but we're not sort of going the way we came today. Cracking spot, Pedro. This whole town, this pub, it's really cosy,
Yeah.
really attractive.
Yeah, mate. She's an old town, and they've looked after it well. And it's a very touristy town, and a lot of people come here. It's only 15, 20 minutes from Queenstown. And yeah, got a couple of the ski fields just up and behind here as well, so it's good.
This is just out the back of the Arrowtown main drag. Pedro's mate and our host this last couple of days, Frog, built this.
In the last couple of years. And built it to make it blend in with the
Yeah.
township. God, they've done a great job. Far out, awesome.
And town's just here, down the end of the street. See, it's a pretty part of the world, Pedro. Goodness gracious.
Hell yeah.
That's the river down there. Surrounded by more alpine mountain ranges. Here in Otago,
Central Otago.
Central Otago. Follow signs, Queenstown, Pedro, me old.
No.
Tuesday, July 2, 2024. And this is downtown Queenstown. And whilst still damp, Pedro, the weather has improved just a little bit.
Considerably. This must be
The TSS Earnslaw is about to head out to Lake Wakatipu. The weather has cleared for them. Enough anyway. Pleased for them. Breakfast at 11 a.m, Pedro, on this fine day.
Yeah, it's another one.
And it's not a bad view we have from our table here in Queenstown, New Zealand. Big breakfast for the third day in a row. Let's get into it. Yeah, it's a lovely little spot. As Pedro says, in the summer you could just imagine it would be heaving. We're on the road to Glenorchy from Queenstown. Not very far either. Would only be about 10 k's out of town. This is Wilson Bay on the Glenorchy Road. Absolutely stunning. Whilst the clouds are a bit disappointing, it is the middle of winter, as I said yesterday, and the weather at the moment is very still and very pleasant, if it's a little chilly. The views from up yonder would be worth paying for.
Well, Jack, I thought I'd surprise you on this tour of yours, and this is what I've organised. Special, isn't it?
Just for me, Pedro.
Yeah,
Oh,
you and I. I don't know what these clowns are doing, but they're ruining our moment.
I think they're having a practice for a wedding by the look of it. Anyway, this is 7 Mile Point, and we're going back towards, because we haven't got all day to do the Glenorchy, well, go to Glenorchy. So we're moving back towards Queenstown now. I'd love to do these things, but on this trip, I just don't have the time.
No worries.
Come back around to the northern side of Queenstown to the shot over jet boats. And the view from Queenstown Gardens just behind where that last shot was taken. Another shot of the gondola. We're going to go up there, the Sabo. Going up into the sky, Pedro.
We are. There's Jackson's Point where we went this morning, down that far end. Arthur's Point, I mean.
I was going to say, I don't remember at Jackson's Point.
No, Arthur's Point. And that got stuck.
He looks like he might not have wanted to go any further. Goodness me. Haven't done anything like this since Europe, Switzerland, Pedro.
Really?
Yeah. Not quite the call for it in Western Australia. There are some big hills, but not like this. Oh, it's up a long way, Pedro.
And that's what you want the view for.
Yeah, we've got a lot of memories of coming out into the Swiss Alps, right at the top of Pilatus, something like that.
You guys got the, you can live. Wrong. So which side here?
Well, we were a bit unlucky with the weather yesterday. Didn't get to see much at all, but today we've been blessed. Well, I say blessed, there's still a bit of cloud cover, but as you can see, we've still got a great view. Of course, if there was no cloud, we'd be able to see all the way around. But it's absolutely wondrous, and I certainly will be back. We've repaired to the tavern for a mulled wine. And what's your beer called again, Pedro?
It's the Tuatara Pale Ale.
And the view's not too bad at all, not too shabby. The camera pushes it away. There's the old Earnslaw that we saw this morning in port. Cruising in at about 5 knots. They got a luge here. We've had tremendous fun from our perch, looking at some of the stacks and some of the kids screaming as they come down the hill. We're just getting ready for dinner up here, even though it's only 3 o'clock. And we've had our fun. We're going to head back now very shortly. It is a bit of an assault to the senses as you start going down. There's the bar. We were just sitting in there, Pedro and I. There's our...
Yeah, how good was that?
Brilliant.
Moving on.
We've got a bit of a beveled window here. It makes you feel like you're hanging over the side. Well, that was good. 2 hours return. Been there and done that. What do we got here, Pedro?
Oh, that's Ferg Burger, world famous in New Zealand.
They've been like, it's about the 3rd or 4th time we've been past there, and it's been packed all day.
Yeah, I know.
And you've never been there for why?
Because I don't do queues.
Yeah. Just wandering through downtown Queenstown again, and the sun has come out somewhat. And just a short walk through the mall, we come to Morrison's, where we're going to find Brownie, our good mate from the old days.
They don't do mulled wine, mate.
It's pretty cool from our perch here in the Irish bar. Got a great view of where we just were. Oh, we caught up with Brownie here very briefly. Then we're gonna repair to his local.
We are, mate. We're going to head out to Frankton, drop off the cars, park up, have a few hours, reminisce, and looking forward to it, mate.
Brownie starred in my first Kentucky film in 2000. He was my tour manager back in the day. Anyway, we'll get more into that tonight.
not sure if I start, buddy. Not sure if I start. Look,
You starred, you were the star of the show. Girls get to be hot. Our traffic tour manager, who is a self-proclaimed superstar.
this is my land. I own this land.
You've never been here before. No, well, I only cringeworthy to you, mate.
Yeah.
Everyone else just looked at it and went, "That's Brownie."
God bless him. Hey, Pedro. It's going to be a good night.
Good night. All right. Well, we're in Queenstown with the great Jonathan Brown of Kentucky fame.
Hey, mate.
Where are we, Brownie?
Where are we, mate?
You tell us.
We're at the Frankton Arms Tavern, mate, aka The Fat.
The Fat.
Yeah, Tuesday night. A few locals around, mate. A few tubes. Just sipping around there. And, mate, how good. Just bit of pizza, a couple of black golds, a Guinness with Pedro, yourself, Jack, reminiscing. It's good times, champ.
Doesn't get any better.
Buddy.
Good to see you, Brownie.
Andy.
Absolutely.
Fucking, I'm over you. It's been too long.
Is that right? On this trip, this little journey.
Yeah.
You haven't bonded?
Good stuff.
It's gone the other way. Is it fracturing? You're
He's only fooling.
Do you want to talk, mate? You sure? Nah, just text it.
All right, me boys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, team.
We've drunk the bar dry, like we used to back in the day.
Get out, mate. You're out.
Might not have drunk it dry, but we're last to leave again.
She said 19:30.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Can you confirm, though, Brownie, we are actually the last to leave?
Mate, we are, but look at the stars. Mate, they seem quite close tonight, don't they? Right on top of us.
Thanks for a good night, boys.
Champ's it. You too, champ. Love you.
Love you, Brandon.
See you, champ.
Wednesday, July 3, 2024, and we're on our way back to Christchurch. We have left the hospitality of Queenstown behind us, and it's a very cold day here. And the snow cover is very thick, thickest I've seen on the run so far.
And we're in the Linda's Pass.
The Lindis Pass, Lindis. Beautiful, Pedro.
It is, eh?
It's about 11:30 a.m. and that's a great shot of Mount Cook over yonder, New Zealand's highest peak. Got a shot of it the other day, but I think this is a better look. And I failed to mention that it's Lake Pukaki. Beautiful, fresh inland sea, as we would call it. But it's fresh water. And this is Mount Jong. There's a lot more snow on it today than there was when we came through on Sunday. I think I've been saying that the whole way today. It's near Tekapo, where we called in for a look on Sunday.
Lake Tekapo.
Like the tourist hotspot, Tekapo. It's easy to see why, with the most magnificent lake for boating and other water sports, and this surrounding. This is Fairley, and the famous bakehouse off This is the pork belly with apple sauce.
Yeah.
You don't get these in WA. Well, if you do, I haven't come across one. The pork and apple. It was a bit like having pineapple on pizza. This is more my style there. The beef, mince and cheese. So I can see why they're so renowned, the pies in this bakehouse here in Berry. In my week and a half in this country, I've seen a lot more cows than I've seen sheep, and today is no exception.
I'm better off just letting them
Absolutely.
do their thing. But don't fucking walk into me. Get out of there. Come on.
It was the bird you hit earlier, it's probably after. Oh, Jesus, we got some thought when I first mounted down, you don't really want to smell them.
No worries.
That's something different. Well, thanks, Pedro, me old mate. Thanks for driving me all around bloody the countryside the last, 4 days, 5 days?
Yep. It's been awesome, bro. Thank
We've
you.
been talking about doing this for 21 years and we finally did it.
Awesome.
So thanks, bro. I'll repay the favour when you come back to Perth.
Now I'm off to sleep for the next 2 days. It's been pretty full on.
I don't bloody waste any time when I'm on tour, as we know.
All right, bro.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Appreciate it.